On the screen blast because I knew that one nigga. Scout, Scout.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's only I wouldn't even. I was just gonna let it play in there to figure it out. That's what I was gonna do. It
Shit,
was
yeah.
gonna benefit me anyways to switch me.
Yeah. Shit. Damn.
What you gonna do?
Shit, if you ain't gonna stream it, I ain't streaming that bit. Fuck the name. Damn, you ain't even gonna tell them boy we play.
I don't care nothing about them. These niggas ain't in the playoffs. The ones worried about their
Nah,
team.
I'm gonna eat after I take this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. Huh? Alright, bro. I just want to say, best man win. Mamba out, man.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Oilers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll... bring this one out to the 27. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Trubisky to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Trubisky. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with the coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Sony Michel, his first carry, powers through it. And some room to run now. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Sony Michel, 59 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. And you're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's Trubisky. It's caught. Nelson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first-quarter grab here.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Come on, gotta go. 18.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hey, gotta go. Red,
On first down, Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Trubisky now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Lock in.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And now out comes Houston. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, It's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. He'll check this one down to Michelle, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. There'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. That's to his running back, complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I know they got the 1st down, but, Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Taylor to Michelle on the dump off. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
18. Lock in. Blue.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You see it?
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he's going to go up top into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
On the ground, Michelle, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catcher.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover three. Two corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And incomplete here on third down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They think he can win every battle.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Lock it.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
18.
Trubisky will throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
So we've come upon halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And it's Michel once again. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Flag 32. Z.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
18. Lock in. 18. Gotta go.
On second down, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gotta go. Lock in. Hey, 18.
Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Rands up. You see it? Hey, gotta go.
This is Cohen on the toss. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
You see it? Go. Lock in.
Right back to him on first down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Right there. All day, baby. Rands up. Lock in.
This is Howard on second down. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Let's go, we're on the ball after this. Lock in, lock in.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Blue, blue, blue.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Red, up. Hey, 18, 18, 18. Red, up. Lock in, lock in. Hide, hide.
Now it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trey Burton, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. And now out comes Houston. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready. 319. 319.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Slow.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Julio Jones. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Z. Ready. Flag for 2. Flag.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he whips that one incomplete there. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Blue. Hey, 18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, 18. Lock in.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Slow. Ready. 3-19.
Again, it's Michel. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And again, it's Chubb. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And this is caught. He hits more. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Taylor now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Ready. 3-19.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Cash them out, we bailing. Saw my teacher, I was the same student failing. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame, no clout. Bought the game, all brand new chain.
I'm coming down, the shit closer. I'm taking over. I'm taking over. And if you at the top, you better move over. Knew my time was coming down, the shit closer. I get a bag consistently. They're trying to fuck up my energy. I cannot let this shit get to me. I do not know why they envy me. Stay ready to ride on the enemy. I'm with the niggas you pretend to be. Headshot them like Kennedy. I'm the best period, sentence me. Half of these niggas my mini-me. I signed to myself and they're pimping me. I arm my strike like a referee. Put it on for my team like MVP. I chain the game like 23. I swear the world gon' remember me. Yeah. Now who the hell hard is me? These niggas ain't got the heart like me. I got it flowing through my arteries. This music just been a part of me. On my way to the top, now part of me. I'm taking over. I'm taking over. And if you at the top, you better move over. Know my time was coming, now the shit closer. I'm taking over. I'm taking over. And if you at the top, you better move over. Know my time was coming, now the shit closer. Let's get it, nigga. Good fucking game, boy. Yeah. Appreciate it. Lala, chill out, the bullshit. Now talk to me. Nah, what it was, bro? That nigga Chubb wasn't doing nothing, bro. That nigga. You talking about? Yeah. Well, goddamn, whenever I came out in the shotgun, hand that bit to Sony, boy. They. No. You gotta check me out, bro.
And then them boys just act like they wasn't getting out blocked. That was nothing. I had no problem with nothing that happened except for the fact that they act like they weren't gonna get out blocks. When I seen you run the first, when you broke the first one, I was like, yo, don't start this. Cause I already seen what happened. They just let you consistently just hammer the ball. I'm like, all right, bro. I can't do it. Cause I was locking everything else up.
Yeah. I compare that
this
shit.
This nigga just go. They just tripping. I ain't know what to do.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm good on that.
I threw that one pick, the Ed Bear. I threw that kind of. Honestly, when I threw it, I was just like, well, this nigga been open.
50-50.
I'm gonna run this play. No, I wasn't giving no 50-50. I was just trying to see where he was gonna put the ball at. I didn't think he was gonna throw it directly at me.
I got you.
I was like, yeah, it is what it is.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a good fucking game, bro.
Not no good game.
Bro, you had me on the ropes the whole game, bro.
Yeah, I was right there. I don't know.
You had me on the ropes the whole game.
That boy tried me with no, bro, both of your touchdowns. Now that I think about it, was good shit.
The run and the
That
Julio.
one, the run and okay, the Julio one. I get it, but I don't get it because they ain't even let me do nothing. Like they ain't let me do nothing. My niggas was just standing out. And I'm like, okay. I can see if the nigga put me in animation. That would have made sense.
But just
like,
he one-handed that bitch.
But just catch the ball and I can't do nothing. I'm like,
Yeah.
alright, man. It is what it is. I'm out here trying to damn it. I gotta put real shit together. This nigga out here throwing the ball up and just running. I'm like, alright, bro.
Yeah.
And then, like the beginning of the fourth quarter, really when I threw that pick, when I threw that crap, but tell me why old girl called me talking about,
Oh man,
she finna go out, trying to show me her outfit. I'm like, man, I ain't got time for this.
but at all,
You messing
bro.
me up. I done threw the pick. And I threw it. I was like, I just want to hang up the phone. Then
Bro,
as soon as I threw
answer.
the pick, bro. No,
You
listen. As soon
shouldn't
as I threw the pick, she talking about, oh, somebody calling me. I'll talk to you later. Boy, I was so hot, boy. I'm like, what? Somebody call it. Oh, nigga, you finna stay on the phone. You finna deal with this. Every time I call you, you on the game. Every time I call you, man, you in here messing stuff up. You talking about what I'm doing? You and Buff in the play?
Bro. Oh shit, I don't know what that nigga at.
That boy, not
Shit,
trying
I
to
hit
play.
him
I'm
up.
telling you.
I already know it, bro. I already know.
I'm just glad ain't nothing stupid. Well, I'm glad ain't nothing stupid happen on
Like no
offense, you know,
bullshit.
No, like just fumbling for no
Yeah.
reason and stuff like that. It wasn't that bad. Like it wasn't no bad game. That's one thing. Like it really
Yeah.
was. Madden ain't put their hand in it too much. They just let us play.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah,
that
yeah.
first run. I'm like, bro, I know this nigga ain't just do this, bro.
Hey, what was crazy, but I was surprised they didn't let who that was, your safety? I'm surprised they didn't let that nigga catch.
Bro, no, when it's like a certain, it's a certain point when they get down the field after a run like that.
Ain't nobody touching their head. But I'm talking
Even when
about,
you
bro, when
dive,
Sony
it's a
trucked the
wrap.
nigga, bro, when he trucked the nigga, that nigga Amos was right there, bro. I'm like, boy, this nigga
I
finna
seen
get cold. I'm like, this nigga finna get cold.
I'm like, bro, I can't believe it.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, you my nigga, bro. That's what I'm saying. Ain't too many niggas that gonna put up a game like that, bro. That motherfucker tough.
I'm about to start trading some of these niggas, boy. So, these D linemen, these fat ones, gone. I'm trading Hicks. I'm trading Eddie. Well, no, I'm gonna keep Eddie. He young. He's 26.
That motherfucker, bro.
They
Damn,
just ain't getting no blocks, man.
why you do that, bro?
Man. What you talking about?
Bro,
I think we played with injuries off too.
bro. Well, you a cheater.